All right, Fishaholic fam, well, welcome back to another episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. We just pulled up to the ramp here on the upper St. Lucie River, and we're gonna try and get out on the kayak. And our primary targeted species is actually trying to see if we can get on some Spanish mackerel today, because recently I've heard that there's quite a few way upriver, and I'm thinking possibly that could be because this whole past week it's been blowing like 20 to 30 miles an hour east southeast, so that could be blowing these fish upriver. And also we've had some really high tides because of the full moon being this week. So I'm gonna try and take this opportunity to catch some and have some fun and get a few for the table. But we're also gonna be fishing around a great snook and jack area, so we also have an opportunity to catch some of them. So stay tuned, let's get the kayak rigged and get out on the water. I'll see you guys out there. All right, just kayaked about a quarter mile out of the canal where the ramp is, and now we're finally on the main river. I'm gonna take a couple casts just in the main channel here and see if we mark anything, and then I'm gonna head upriver to a little point, check that out, and see if there's any snook there, and if there's any Spanish, you know, in like the middle of like the intersection there. And then we'll possibly start heading downriver, probably trolling. And there's a mark of something right there. That looks pretty good. Oh, just got hit hard. All right, no other bites here. I'm gonna try just trolling up to that point with this little Kayak. If there's any Spanish mackerel out here in the center, you know, swimming around below the surface, they'll probably see this and give it a whack. Or if there's any kind of jacks or anything. Whoa, look at all these marks right there. I'm gonna let this sink and try and swim the Kayak right through all that. I put the drive in reverse. I'm gonna try and like do like a little slow back troll. See if we get a bite. This could be all Spanish, just suspended out in the channel. There's a fish. Oh boy. Something pretty decent, whatever it is. Oh, little Jackie. All right, first fish of the day. Oh, he's twitching. What's up, buddy? Really fun light tackle action. So while I'm threading on this little 1/4 ounce Z-Man jig head is a 4-inch Kayak Easy Shiner swim bait. Perfect little bite-sized morsel, I think, for Spanish mackerel. And that's why I had it tied on at first, because I figured it would work. But of course, every other fish that eats a little bait is gonna probably whack this. And we'll try it for a little bit longer, see what happens. And then I've also got some jerk baits that we could cast around and troll. So this point right here is usually pretty good for snook and jacks because it drops off real sharp, and also on the incoming the current splits like this. On the outgoing it sweeps this way and it sweeps this way right by it, so it's a good ambush point. I'm gonna try a cast or two right here with the Rapala. I've lost big fish here, so I feel a lot better with a little bit of a heavier setup. All right, no bites on this little mangrove point, so we're gonna put this rod away. And I'm gonna cut off the Kayak, and I'm gonna try putting on this little live target jerk bait. We might come back to this point a little later at a different time in the tide, but for now let's just start trolling downriver. All right, so we just kayaked about 2 miles and did not have a single bite, did not mark really much of anything, and was constantly looking at the surface trying to see if we could see any splashes from Spanish mackerel, and I did not see one splash. But the wind is really kicking out here on this section of the river. We went down river to where it really opens up, so it kind of made it challenging trolling through and casting through the main channel. But for now, I want to try and see if we can get some fresh mullet with the cast net, and then throw them in my little makeshift live well there. And if we get some, then we could use some. If not, then we'll probably just try throwing around some artificials for some snook and some jacks. But yeah, let's bust the net out and see if we can get some fresh bait. Saw some little ones right there hanging out. Oh yeah, we got a few nice perfect size ones too. Got 4 fingers. Got my bubbler that I gotta turn on, and then we got some bubbles in there for them. Got one more. Got a 6th little finger. We're on a roll. Ah. Wow, that was a terrible toss and we still got 2. There are so many fingers here. All right, well, now that we got our bait, and this guy probably wants one of my baits, we're gonna try trolling back upriver with the Rapala, see if we can get a Spanish on the way back up, and kind of as we work our way towards some of our snook spots where we'll swim around the mullet and throw some artificials for them. Fish on. Oh, he's jumping out of the water. This is either going to be a ladyfish or maybe a bluefish. Yeah, ladyfish. Woo! better than getting nothing on the troll. Like, I'm surprised we didn't get one earlier. All right, I trolled a little bit further, but no other bites. So I'm gonna try breaking out the bigger setup and putting on a circle hook and swimming around one of those mullet. So I'm gonna Palomar knot on a 40-pound leader attached to a 70-pound barrel swivel. Always wet your knot before pulling it tight. And then I think this 4/0 Mustad circle hook will be perfect for the little fingers. All right, now let's see if I can get one out without losing one. I forgot my little net today. And they love to jump. See that? They're hitting their heads on the top of the can, trying to jump to freedom. Oh my God, they're insane. Got one. There's a little hard piece on top of their head, so I go in through the mouth and out through the top. All right, and now I'm just gonna try this seawall first with this mullet. Sometimes the snook like to cruise up and down it, like real tight to the wall. And sometimes they'll eat, sometimes they won't. That's the spot. They love the corners where the docks meet the shore, like right along the wall. If we don't get a bite there, there's just probably no fish here, or they're just not hungry. All right, nothing on our first mullet. And this guy's dead, pretty much. Oh no, he's still got a little life to him. Oh, he might make it. But what I want to do now, since the live mullet really didn't do much for us, is I'm going to clip off this leader, and I'm going to put this leader on with the Fishaholic finback shad, and I'll try working a few docks as we continue our way upriver. Oh, there was one. Ate the shad on the drop. So completely caught me off by surprise. Right off that float dock. Oh, just got another bite. And there's another fish. That's why, hands down, I love artificials more than bait. They can cover so much more water and put in front of more fish. That's probably about the same size as the first one we lost, but right on the same dock. There he goes. All right, we fished a couple more docks and had a couple more bites, but did not land anything significant. So I am rigging up another live bait. We're gonna try pitching this guy to some more docks and seawalls. Oh, just got thumped hard. There he is. Fish on. Nice chunky snook. Oh, just trying to find that structure. I thought he was done too. He saw the kayak and absolutely ripped it. There he is. Snook on the mullet. The one thing I do like about bait though is when you do get a good bite, especially on a mullet, it's most likely going to be a bigger fish. Bigger bait equals bigger fish. And it's not a giant, but probably a small slot. Right there is 30 inches. So I would say he's probably just shy 28, or he is 28. Pretty sweet. That one was real fired up. Well, after catching that last snook, I fished for like another 20-30 minutes along the docks and seawalls with the mullet, and had one other bite, but the hook didn't stick. So after that, we beelined it back to that same area where we got the jack earlier, and I thought that it would have been good there at the the end of the outgoing. There was some good current, sweeping around the mangrove points and in that main channel there, but we couldn't buy a bite. So it was a real tough day, and we got tossed around a lot, especially when we were out in the open with the wind. But we pushed through and we caught a couple fish, or we caught the jack and 2 snook. And a bunch of mullet if you want to include them, yeah, it's better than catching nothing out here, and we're going to keep at it day after day, because persistence will pay off in the end, and that's how sometimes I get on my hot bites or catch the bigger fish. You gotta put the time in. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the vid. If you did, be sure to smash the like button, hit that subscribe button, and if you could help support the channel by picking up the Fishaholic hats, that would really mean a lot to me. And I'll see you in the next vid. Live to fish, fish to live.